Hello YouTube and welcome to AnTREXon Gaming. This is a game called Magic Duels based on Magic the Gathering, and it's a game that tries to compete with Hearthstone. I decided to take a look at it because it was free on Steam and because I do like card games. I like games where you get to fight other people, and this does have a PvP component to it where you fight using your card deck against other players. Now here's the thing, I'm going to start with a very negative thing right off the bat, and the negative thing here is that you have to play through a very long tutorial starting here before you can get into those battles. The game does not allow you to actually jump right away unless you want to skip the progression and lose a lot of rewards and thus not unlock a really good deck if you decide to actually skip the game and jump into the PvP right away. So you do have to play through the story mode first, which is a big no-no, I think. In my book, forcing a person to play through the tutorial is a big no-no. This is where the online battles happen, and there's usually about 2,000 to 3,000 players online at any time, so you shouldn't really have any problem finding players. But let's see how the game works and what the game's all about. So there's different campaigns here in this game, and this one right here just teaches you how to play the game. There's quite a lot of various tidbits you have to learn, and let's actually play through one of these battles, and I'll show you what this game is all about. And here we are. This is the battle I have to fight, and here's how the game works. There's actually different phases. So there's a preparation phase, attack phase, defense phase, and the same for the opponent. So there's 6 different rounds, and this is the amount of cards I have in my deck. I don't really know which ones they are, but you get to reshuffle your deck when you start playing against other players. This is how you collect your mana. So let's just start by putting the mana card down, and then we're gonna choose one of the first units which does only require 1 mana. Mana replenishes every turn, so you don't have to worry about it too much, and it comes in different varieties. So this is a Plains mana, which is basically the white type of mana, and this guy is throwing a special card at me, so I'm gonna look at his card before I continue and read what this is all about. So this is you can zoom in on every card and read about it. Woodland Cemetery. Woodland Cemetery enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a swamp or a forest. Adds a death or a nature card to your mana pool. So, pretty awesome card. I don't really know if I have that. I don't think I do. But what I have is just regular plain cards and a variety of different units. So let's actually just add these units first. Now, when you add a unit, it cannot attack right away. It gets something called summoning sickness. But after 1 turn, you can start attacking your enemies. So right now, I can actually directly attack this enemy during the attack phase. I'm going to confirm my attack and try to take him down a little bit. If the enemy has any units, he or she can defend against me. Now I'll show you how this is done when he or she starts attacking me. I don't know if that's a he or a she. Is that a he or a she? It's a harpy. I'm guessing it's a she. So she got another skeleton death card and summoned its first creature, Fleshmad Steed. It's a horse. Whenever a creature dies, tap Fleshmad Steed. Alright, cool. So there's quite a lot of cards, and this is actually what I really like about this game, is that there's a huge amount of cards. I'm pretty sure it's more than Hearthstone, and a lot of the cards here require quite an interesting approach, because you do have to plan your decks really carefully. If you've played real Magic the Gathering before, then I think you'll know how many different cards there are. There's just like thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of different cards. And this game does kind of reflect that in a really nice way, because it's really hard to collect everything, and you need to really carefully choose what you want what kind of deck you want to build, especially if you don't want to spend real money, because this game does allow you to just play using gold that you collect through winning different battles. Alright, so here comes our attack round, and we're gonna put these 2 guys in here, and this person is going to use one of his horses to block, most likely. You'll see how the blocking works right now. Oh, I forgot to confirm the attack. Now, one thing I'm gonna mention right away is that this game is super slow. In between the attacks, in between the planning, every single mini round takes forever. I mean, compared to Hearthstone, this is actually really slow. And we got rid of his horse, but he also got rid of our attacker. And I think it's a bit of a concern for me, at least, because playing 1 round against a player is going to take quite a long time. Now, obviously, Hearthstone is not the fastest card game in the world, but I think the way that UI works in Hearthstone, it's a little bit more effective than this. Alright, so he has a Gloomy Widow. That's his... I think that's... Wait, I need to read this. It can block enemy creatures with flying. Alright, so this blocks flying creatures, and I do have 1 flying creature right here. So this spider is gonna block my flying thingamajig. Now, there's also something called instant cards, which is what I just got right here, and this is essentially a card that you can use at any time. This is very unique to this game, I believe at least. And what this does is, so I have this card called Glorious Charge. I can actually play this card at any time, even during the middle of the turn, just to kind of give myself a benefit or improve my chances to do something. So here, this card will give +1 defense and +1 attack to any card, or actually all cards, I think. Yeah, I think all cards on the battlefield. And if I'm trying to attack this guy, and then he's trying to block me, and his block is, like for example, this guy right here is quite powerful, it may even kill my eagle. If I actually play this card and increase this to 3 and 2, there's a very high chance that I'll kill the spider, or at least I'll get rid of his spider with my eagle. Otherwise, my eagle is actually going to die and his spider is going to stay there. So I'm going to play this when I'm attacking, and I'm also going to actually put a few cards here. And I think I'm also going to put my Sky Spear. Can I do this? No, I can't. I need to make sure I have at least 1 mana. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, that will give me enough mana. Will it? I don't know. Let's find out. I don't know if I can play this. Let's find out if I can. I don't think I can actually. Let's attack with everyone. And can I? No, I can't. Never mind. All right, so not enough mana. So let's just attack and see what happens. One of these will be able to strike him, and one of these will hit the spider, and the eagle is probably going to die right now. So you'll see what I mean in a second when he attacks my eagle. There you go. Eagle's gone. His spider still stays. Now, in terms of actual strategy, this game is super complex. It does require you to think really, really hard about what you want to play. But at the same time, because of this simplicity of the actual gameplay, it's not really hard to learn. Learning it will take you maybe 10-20 minutes, but mastering this game will take you forever. Now, it is a little bit different from the actual Magic the Gathering, but not by much. Alright, so he just triggered an ability. I don't know what it is. Let me just read it. When Forsaken Drifters dies, when he dies, put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Alright, so that's an interesting ability. Learning the cards in this game is absolutely a must to win any kind of battle. Now, I'm gonna see if I can... Okay, I'm gonna put this guy here. And... double strike. Alright, so one of my creatures has a double strike, that's good. But what I don't like about this particular UI is that the cards are so tiny. I mean, look at this table space. Why is this here? If you look at Hearthstone, cards are large, it's really easy to read them, it's really easy to see everything. Here, I can kind of barely see how much mana I have. I can kind of... I mean, I can see how much health I have, but... in order for me to read this card, I always have to zoom in. In order for me to read this card, I absolutely have to zoom in. I can't even see what card this is. So I think in terms of UI, they went a little bit crazy with the table space here, and could have made us a little bit more on the card-friendly side and not the table side. I mean, you don't need that much table space. All right, so here we go. We charge this guy, and oh no. My goat, not my goat, my whatever that is, my elk, it's out. It's out of business. Alright, so he has 2 different types of mana now. He has both death and nature, which means he'll be able to summon various types of creatures. And he's summoning a harpy. Each player loses 1 life. Alright, so I gotta get rid of his harpy because it's going to... Actually, no. If his harpy stays here, I'm gonna win because he's gonna lose life as well. So yeah, that's actually kind of cool. And then this steed right here doesn't do anything. Not important. So I'm gonna finish this battle, and as you can see, it does take quite a long time. I mean, especially because this game is kind of slow. It's a little bit slow. I personally think it could have been a lot more effective, a lot more faster, but you can't have everything in life, right? Alright, so let's attack. And he has three peeps. I only have 2. I'm going to confirm my attack. He's going to probably block 2 of them. And let's see what happens here. I'm going to choose this. And this is how these cards work. It's an upgrade card. So I've upgraded both of my units, both of my cards. And he's going to lose his spider. My card is still here. And now he's hopefully going to lose... No, never mind. Yeah, we both lose the cards. Alright, he lost his horse and I lost my other card. But my flying unit is still here. And as you can see, it's back to its original attack and defense values. I don't have any more cards left, so I just have to wait for a new card to be replenished in my deck. Or in my hand, that is. Because I don't know what I can do now. Alright, these guys are back. So he does have a lot of really interesting cards that provide you special abilities and various special talents. And about 10 minutes later, I think I'm finally able to defeat him. I think this is the last turn. Because this guy has double attack. And come on. There we go. And finally, we won. Yay. We won against the Harpies. So this battle took me about 15 to 20 minutes. And that's just one battle. And I honestly think it's a little bit too much. It's just a little bit too slow. Obviously it's fun, but there's just something about it that kind of bugs me compared to games like Hearthstone. Alright, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna skip the tutorial and show you what the game looks like when you actually continue. Go into the battle mode. So here we have our starter box, which is free for us. Gives us free Magic the Gathering cards. And we can go into our card collection. Here is where we get to basically kind of look at what we have and try to create a new deck. Now, I don't really know much about deck creation in this particular game, so I'm going to skip this for now and just use whatever basic deck we have. But the cool thing is that there's something called Deck Wizard, which kind of helps you create a deck if you know nothing about them. So this is something I actually wish we had in Hearthstone, because it does make it a little bit more user-friendly. Anyway, so let's just choose something. So there's Control the Sky, All Out Assault. You know what? All Out Assault sounds kind of cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that. Create new deck. And so basically this is going to be my strategy. And about a minute later, I have my custom-made deck, even though it didn't really take me that much to make. So I can modify this, I can erase this, but for now this is enough. So let's actually go ahead and try to fight someone. Ultimate test of skill, play against other players. So let's see how long it takes us to find another player. So let's try to play against someone, but here's actually something else I forgot to mention. There's various quests in this game that basically give you rewards. So if you win 2 duels with a custom-made deck, you'll get 40 gold. Then if you, as a community, attack with 200,000 creatures in multiplayer duels, you'll also get some gold. But anyway, so let's actually try to play and see if we can find... We're gonna just get matched up with the player. And it only took us a few seconds to join the match. So there's quite a lot of people playing this, so if you want to join and participate, there's obviously going to be quite a lot of opportunities for you to battle others. For every battle you get rewards, and those rewards you can use to purchase new cards. Now this game is absolutely free, but obviously there's a way for you to use real money to purchase new cards, but you don't really have to. Just like Hearthstone, you can gain all of the cards by playing and by... oh no, he's more powerful than me. By playing and just winning or losing, and so on and so forth. Alright, so this is the start of the game, and I'm gonna see how this goes. And after about 5 minutes of playing, we're still kind of planning our attack. Both of us still have our full lives. I think he's doing his first attack. And so yes, the game here is really slow. He's making choices, and I'm waiting for him to make a choice. And okay, see, he didn't even attack, he did something else. Oh, okay, that's not cool. He just summoned some sort of cool card that gives him a lot of defense. Alright, that's not awesome at all. And actually, yeah, my character right here lost his attack power. I'm gonna use him as defense then. And yeah, this is like literally over 5 minutes now, and all we did is just shuffle cards around, try to reveal each other's cards, and essentially we haven't really damaged each other at all. So if you do like slow gameplay and you like card games that are really slow, this is probably a game for you. If you don't like that, then maybe not so much. Alright, let's do our first attack. Maybe I can damage him at least a little bit. Although I don't think so, because he has this guy protecting him. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We did a little bit of damage. And one thing I forgot to mention is that you can't actually chat in this game. At least not that I could find a way to chat. Meaning that, you know, people will not really taunt you. You'll not get trolled. So no matter how bad or how good you play, this is all between you and your opponent. And you don't even know who he is or she is. You do get to know their Steam ID, but that's about it. Oh no, he stole my card. I didn't know he could do that. Alright, whatever this card is, it's pretty powerful. You can cast target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard this turn. If what? Oh no, now he's attacking me. I have no cards left to protect myself. Yeah, so this card is pretty awesome. I don't really have that, and he does. But you know what? Whatever. I'm gonna do my best not to lose, even though chances are I'm gonna lose because I have no more cards left to attack with. Or defend myself with, that is. He's gonna definitely go on a full-out attack right now because he has 3 cards that are able to attack me, and I have nothing. Nothing! Yeah, make that 6 cards that are able to attack. He's gonna pawn me. He is going to destroy me now. That's it. I think I'm done. Alright, his first massive attack is coming up, so I think that can only last for 2 more turns, because this will be -6, and the other turn will be minus 11, I think. Alright, let's just skip this. Oh, okay, so 12. I might survive for 3 turns then. But looks like I almost lost this, mostly because he does have some powerful cards there. But that also gives you an idea of what this game is like. So, if you don't have powerful cards, and you don't spend real money on powerful cards, you will most likely lose just like this. Because I'm basically using an absolutely basic deck here, which doesn't really do anything for me. Oh, let me just show you how the blocking works. So here, when someone attacks you, he's gonna... No, he's gonna steal my card again. I was gonna show you how the blocking works. So, blocking essentially is... When someone attacks you, you can choose a card to block the other card with, and this is probably the end of me. And this allows you to block the attack. Now this is... Look at how massive this is. This was a really well played game on his part. And... Oh, I survived! Yeah! Sucker. Take that. Alright, I can't really do anything. I have 1 life left. He has 16. Yeah, whatever. Let's choose a Golden Arsonist. Doesn't really help us at all. Alright, so here comes his final attack. He's basically hitting me with everything. And that's gonna hurt a lot. Let's see if by... Oh, okay. Yeah, just 1 attack was enough. And essentially, I was defeated. I get no reward, but satisfaction of losing with dignity. So basically, that is it in a nutshell. This is what Magic Duels are like. It's a game that I would say is kind of fun, but to me at least, it's not as fun as Hearthstone. I think Hearthstone has a little bit more soul, a little bit more atmosphere, and it does have a lot more interesting cards. Here, the cards are many, but they just lack this... I think they lack this woof effect. They don't have the same kind of a power and same kind of attachment you get to cards in games like Hearthstone. Anyway, so this is it. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. Game you later. Bye-bye.